Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. This is Domas. There's a lot of snow around me right now, and thought I'll record a video for you guys. Been recording much more, much less recently because there's a lot of things to digest, I think. A lot of things happening, new beginnings, new year, where things are changing, I feel like a lot of stuff that is not needed is falling off. New things are coming in, and especially with SR, 25 days now, I'm seeing things differently. It's hard to understand yourself sometimes, and it's good to write, it's good to record little videos for yourself where you're reflecting on your own thoughts. Especially in this cold season. I mean, it's beautiful around. Today is beautiful weather. It's nice and dry, but it's cold. So I always want to have someone warm that is close to you. And if you're someone that's practicing semen retention, trying to live more consciously, it's difficult to have somebody close to you because you want to relax, you want to release. But I think there's a difference between a partner that you have sex with and a partner that's your like a soulmate, somebody that understands you beyond the bodily. And I've been questioning myself lately, what's more important? That you gel well together, bodily wise, sexually, or that you actually fit together as personalities, as characters, as somebody that's got a brain on your head rather than thinking with your other head, And I feel proud, 25 days. I mean, it's not even a month, but a month seems a lot, without releasing. If you haven't tried that before, and for sure for me, it's a record for now. Every single day is a new record. Same with sobriety. And I'm still doubting myself a lot, Like I'm still, I don't know, maybe this is the artist mentality that you always constantly are insecure and unsure of yourself. But when you have somebody close to you that's encouraging you, that says good words about you, words that even you don't believe in yourself, then you start to realize that maybe you need that person next to you. Why can't you give it to yourself, Maybe there's some things that you can't give to yourself. Maybe there's some things that only another person can show you how to love yourself more. Relationships are scary, man. I'm scared of them for sure. Scary being alone too. But I guess you choose what to be. Scared of being alone, or scared of being with someone. And I don't know my place yet, but for sure there's more thoughts on women when you're retaining yourself, when you're saving yourself. You feel more like kind of thirsty, but at the same time you feel more in control. Like you feel like you have this energy that you can use for creativity, making art, physical things like exercising, but you also kind of want to release, but your brain functions quicker, like you're thinking more clearly. So I think I'm separating now what is my ego and what is my higher self telling me, like before I tried this practice of holding your energy in, I was like, my mind was scattered, and now it's scattered too. I'm not gonna say that it changed a lot in 25 days, but I can definitely sort through some ideas that are not healthy for me, and some ideas that my higher self is telling me. So depends how you deal with it, Depends which wolf you're listening to and which one you're feeding. Who do you want to be in this life? That's the question I'm asking myself and I'm asking you. But it doesn't matter how much you have achieved in this life. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. You might be unhappy. And I don't know if happiness is the most important thing or peace is the most important thing. I think peace is more important. So in this new year, I'm wishing you a lot of peace. Bring peace into your life and listen to the right wolf that's inside you, because there's a few of them, I think, and you need to choose which one is the right one. And I need to do it myself. So, but sometimes, and maybe more often, we should listen to our gut, into our feelings, and how I feel with a certain person, how I feel being alone, how I feel being in silence when nobody's around. How do I feel when I'm close to somebody, when I'm having a conversation, when I'm lost in a conversation, when I'm like really being in the moment and not all stuck in my head. Like two brains are better than one for sure, I think. Some people would rather be alone than with somebody. For me, I think it's more difficult now to be with somebody. Like my ego wants to be alone. My ego says, gain all the power you can, but another voice says you're way more powerful with somebody beside you that understands you, that empowers you, that tells you how great of a person you are. And it's not like to feed the ego. It's more like to be stronger, when you know you have that support. And you can give that support too, you know. You can stick through the troubles, stick through the pain, stick together. Don't go separate ways, you know. Learn to listen. That's another thing. But semen retention is like, you're learning to listen. You're learning to be more patient. Less rewards, less low, you know, dopamine hits. More of realness. You know, you're not chasing that high. You're not chasing that release all the time. You're chasing the real things. Chasing what's right. And you're not even chasing, you're just waiting for them to come to you. I always go on this walk, get a coffee, go on a walk, and go in a forest and record. But today I'm not recording in the forest. I thought I'll record whilst I'm walking on a pedestrian path. If someone, I don't like to meet people when I'm recording because it kind of breaks my attention, you know, and I'm like all self-conscious of what I'm talking and don't want to meet somebody I know that I will have to have a conversation with, you know, explain to them why I'm recording and break this, you know, attention. But today I'm like, oh, fuck it. I wanna record now while it's still sunny outside and beautiful outside, and little things like that I'm like noticing that I'm way more like powerful. Like as well at work, got a new colleague and he's kind of testing my patience, you know. And I'm the kind of person that I will not say anything for ages and then I'll break, you know. And he's kind of like really testing my limits, testing my boundaries. And I was like, I showed him my boundaries, you know, so he kind of backed off a little bit and started respecting me more, you know, because it's easy to let somebody stand on your head, as we say in Lithuania, just by not saying anything. So I'm just kind of proud that I was able to show them I kind of like the side that's mature, you know, because it's hard sometimes. Like you have the answers, you know how to help somebody, you know how to tell them something that they can put in their pocket and have for the rest of their lives, you know, just like a little advice or something that's good to use maybe later in life, you know. He's 19, so I'm 34, so it's a big difference. I think that view is beautiful. So just showing the boundaries, you know, that I have for this person felt empowering. Felt like he started respecting me more just because I told him something, you know. I said, I don't like this, I don't like how this makes me feel when you do this stuff. And, you know, I was focusing on me. I was saying things that I wanted to say, like that, how I felt, not like you do this, you do this. Like every time you say you, the person starts to get defensive, you know. But I don't know where this voice is coming from, you know. But sometimes it's so strong. It's like it really knows what to say. And it sort of like comes from anger, like repression or something, like some fears that you have. And, once you're running away from demons, the only way to get rid of them is to turn around and face them. So I feel like I'm more able to face the challenges. So I think maybe this year is about turning around, looking the devil in the eyes and saying like, not today, mate. I know you got your job to do, but I got my balls as well. So this is what it's going to be like. You're not gonna take me today, I'm gonna wait and see. I'll be more patient. I'm gonna stick through it. I'm gonna stick to it. Whatever you're doing, I'm proud of you. Well done. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great. You're wise. You got wisdom in your brain, in your eyes. So use it, because you don't want to lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you're great. You're amazing. You're a miracle in the human body. And I love you. So have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.